Welcome to the Hampshire 1900 start for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 14th of June 1938. And in this part I want to move the focus down to Milford-on-Sea, where we need to start putting together a pretty big construction industry so that we can start accelerating the process out. But first, a bit of an update here in Warstock. We are slowly working on building up the roads here, because we got this project now to start asphalting in this area here. You can see the roller is just about to finish, and then that will open up this road here, and then we can keep pushing down this way. I've already prepped the bypass roads here so that I can keep the game busy while we're actually going. In fact, I think what I will do is oh wow, that's a little bit annoying. I'm not sure if that's good. Put that in as well, but as a backup just in case. Where's the put you on there, because that's a little bit of a short bit of road. So now before we move on, the first thing I want to do is, of course, in the last part, if you watch that, you'll be where we had research to do. We've got now metallic scrap separation and television signal, and we've already researched the steel recycling plant. Now this is a bit of a difficult one because, to be honest, this early in the game with only 20,000 population and no real heavy industry, getting enough steel to justify building this and recycling is a little bit kind of not really worth the effort. This is something which you're probably going to use when you start building a large centralized recycling plant, and especially if you're manufacturing mech components, because mech components produces quite a lot of or the actual mech factory produces quite a lot of metallic scrap. So we're not going to worry too much about that. And then the other one we got research is we got the television one, which is the one we're going to do next. If I can come down now, this research, if I can find it, opens up this, but I don't think this really opens up the actual television station itself, but we'll give it a go. Because if I come down here and we look at the tape there, what we've got, if I come up here, it says television station setup as opposed. So if we go to here, maybe it is television setup. No, it's this one, 1942. And then of course what we really need is influence television broadcast. So we might not get television for a little while. And of course the other research was there with scrap separation, metallic scrap separation. Again, this is not a tech that's going to be very much useful at the moment, because the game isn't, we're not really producing enough metallic scrap to justify putting such a plant in. In fact, I'll be completely upfront, I've yet to really use that in anger. What you can see here is that Cosham's slowly coming together. We are building up this area. The other thing, if you watch the previous part, is that we had a bit of a problem here with our vehicle repairs, but we've now got this operating, which is kind of helping quite considerably. Now the other thing I started working on off camera is starting to get rid of all the steam equipment. But what I've actually done is, rather than going around and just dumping it, if I can find it here, I don't know, the ones we got problems with is the steam bulldozers. If I go to the open holes, you can see I've managed to set these up to be replaced by Russo bolts and logging capabilities here. I think this is the actually, let's just check what this is. I make sure I haven't made a mistake here. I think we're going to change you. See, this is set up as a... See, this is carrying bricks. What's the difference between this one and this one? I don't want it all converted to carrying logs. I think we're going to convert you to that. It might cause a few problems, but I want to get that replaced so that we can get rid of them. We come over to Eastleigh. We're still working on, I think we've got the drainage in. All we're waiting for now is for this to be finished. We've got 13 tons of steel to be delivered. Just make sure the ground crew, the ground crew is working on this. And then what these guys to do, in fact, I think what I will do is just have a quick look here. I think we'll get another open hole. Okay, we got a yard 12, the open hole here. Get you in here. And then what this will do is actually pull this in. And of course, the other thing I did in the last part was we've now got the bricks coming into here, so we've now shut this down, and what that's done is given us a far more reliable workforce here. Actually, we got this here. That's going that way. This is going this way. I think we might have a bit of an opportunity here for an export market of wood, but we won't worry too much like that. So we've got ourselves a new fire engine. Let's just have a look at that. Actually, we can do it this way now. Fire truck, because we've got a standardized fire truck now. So see if we've got, see if it's actually, we've got the ALF here. It's only a 14 at the moment. We're running with the this is a 20, so that's not really worth worrying about. Okay. Beyond that, Eastleigh is running along quite nicely. We are working on the road bridges here now, and if there's time in this video, what I want to do is start working on some junctions here so that we can use the road system to come into here and speed up the overall process. But what I really want to do to begin with is come down to here, because the first thing we've got is we've got this here, which I've already copied over all the settings. We're going to do that there, and what I want is for you to come in here. You've already got, we've got the auto detect on. I'm going to put buildings, roads, footpaths, factory connections. Actually, we'll put everything on. And what I want in here is we've got plenty of lots and lots of space. So we're going to start by do I want bulldozers, or shall I just standardize? I think we'll just standardize on excavators. Excavators aren't as good at building roads as bulldozers, but we'll get 1, 2, 3 of those. Concrete. I want to get away from these, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Covered holes. We'll get, probably only need 2 of those. Dumpers. Again, capacity. This is where it gets a little bit sketchy. Where my instinct is to go for speed, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Excavators we certainly want. we've got dual role excavators here. That's a 5 and a 15. I don't think I want the dual role because that could be detrimental. That's 18, that's 18, 15, 15. So it looks like, I mean, we've got this one, it's 21, but it's quite chunky. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Of course, we want the open holes as well. We're going to use the ag with trailers. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Don't need personal cars. We need the road cranes. Let me just see. This is a 12. This is a 10. This is a 15. We got a 21 here, so we get 1, 2, 3 of those. And I think that's about it, guys. We'll just let all the vehicles come in and populate this area here. Now, in the last part, we planned in this area here. And it looks like this has already been built. Okay, yeah, I know the game's got no power here, but... Right, so what I want to do, I'm going to try and do something... because we got this kind of area here. So what I want to do is look at the options for producing gravel kind of going away down this area for a reason which means we're probably going to end up with a lot of but then again, I can't really put in the concrete there. Maybe we do need to go this way. So we're going to go here, gravel. Let's see what we've got. Whoops. Because what I want to do is use these. But how much pollution do you produce? 12 tons. See, part of me wants to go this way, but I think if we go this way and kind of stretch it out a little bit, so move into this area, because we're also going to need to put the coal processing in here as well. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to start with 2 of these. Excavator. We're going to put something like that there. Put you there. What I want is multiple inputs here. I think what I will do is use the conveyor tower here. What we're going to do is put in multiple inputs here with 1 output. The reason for that is that eventually what we will do is replace these with the if we come to the construction industry with these, but so what that does is open up the possibility of this area here. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to get, I think 1,000 tons put into here would be quite adequate. I think I just want to make sure that we've got a conveyor going out the other side. So this is where we're going to hold the actual quarried stone. So we're going to need to run a road up like that. Put you possibly like that. So we got this going up this way. Then what we're going to do is put in, we're going to have 2 of these going in. Now this is where it can get a little bit icky, because we're going to have to put 2 of these. Okay, no, I think what we will do is we'll put out a conveyor here. Conveyor, please. We're going to have the opposite here. We're going to have one going in like that, and by doing that, if I can put that, that will give me height. So if we do something like that. Now everything up to this point is automated. We don't need any workforce. And then what I'm going to do is put, how far away are we now? We're getting a reasonable distance away. I think if we can get to side by side like that. Cut it off. Thank you, game. If I shorten this one down a little bit like that. No, it's still, the angle's too sharp. Okay, we're gonna have to put you like that. That should do it. Yep. And we're gonna have to hopefully take a road through there. Yep, right. This road can come here, curve up like that. This can come, and eventually you can come to there. Now, what we've got to do now is put in an output store, where this is where, what's the biggest output store? 5,000 tons. It'd be really nice if we put it that way, like that. So we can get, and what that will mean is that we will get all the necessary that we need here. Now, the first thing I want is a loading bay out here. So loading if I put it there, it means all the trucks have got to come into there. If I can turn this a little bit more, yeah, I've just had an idea. Let me just try something. If I can turn you that way, like that, that should mean that I can put a loading bay there, which means we can trim this road back a little bit. Actually, no, you can leave the road like that. That road will come there. We got the quarry there. Now, the other thing I wouldn't mind doing is we've got a coal mine there, so we're going to have conveyors and stuff going out that way. Actually, I've just had another idea. Come here This may seem a little bit of over-engineering, but at the moment what I want is to have multiple options for going forward. So we're going to put you there, and we are going to put another aggregate store here, because the harbour's going to need a direct connection. I think we'll put 250 there. Put you like that there. That gives us a direct connection. With shipping, it's not that important to have a direct connection, but it does make things a little bit easier, because it means you don't drain everything away from this area. So we got our tube processing there. We got that there. What I'm going to do is got one there. If I can stretch you, okay, you're about as far as you can go. Actually, no, we want this like that. That means we can put the loading bay, tuck the loading bay in here. This is going to be quite important, because we are going to be shipping a lot of gravel round. So you can curve round like that, possibly come in this direction, and you can pick up that bit there. Then this can come round here. We can connect up this. So maybe no, that can come something. Actually, we could put you there for the moment. I may rework these roads later on. Let's put the, oh great, haha. Can I've never flipped this. Is there's any way we can flip this port? Can we rotate it? No. Okay. I'm going to put you... Actually, we'll put you back there. We've got this coming this way. So if I come here, we demolish you. And we put you over like that. Actually, we are going to produce coal, aren't we? And we may want to ship coal, but is there scope for me to... We could put you... Okay, it's not going to connect. So will that connect up? Yeah, that's connected. What we'll do is we'll put another one like that. That's got that there. And this road can come out round like that. And then you can come to about there. And eventually you can come to about there. Actually, it's a bit cumbersome, but we're not ever going to build anything here anyway. So what that means is we can have one for gravel, one for coal. It just means that we're going to have a bit... yeah, I think we'll make this one optional. So we'll suspend you. In fact, we'll suspend all of these to begin with. What I'm going to do now is run conveyors. Let me just see. Right, we've got conveyor there. Just make sure we can put the road in. Yeah, we can put the road connection there. Then we'll just put this in here. Try and get you. Right, that's the maximum range you can travel. And then what we can do is get another one. What this will mean is that we can but again, we're just gonna suspend these. This is future proofing, so I don't want to waste resources building this to begin with. The key factor at the moment is to get this up sufficiently so that we can actually get a construction industry going. And what we'll have to do then is push we're going to need a brick factory, probably a prefab factory, but we can't build it in the prefab factory anymore at the moment. So we won't be able to build that until we've got prefab panel reconstruction, which will be in, I can't remember, 1941. So we're about 3 years away from that. And what we'll do then is we'll expand out our flow here. The only thing that I haven't considered is, can we get a road under here? Yes, we can. Good. Yeah, I'm just going to put a road there as a reminder, because we got the coal mines in here. We'll probably start with this one because it's the nearest. And what we'll do is we'll bring the coal mine actually. Actually, we could. I don't really want to go. Yeah, we'll go that way, and then we'll put a road to the coal mine there, and then we'll build out the coal industry this way. So we've got all this planned out. What we've got to do now is start thinking about building it. But first things first, again, we'll just suspend these. I'm not interested. That means I can reshape this should I need it. So this is planning, but it may not be permanent planning. What we need to do is go this way and get ourselves some actual gravel production, because we got a lot of roads to build, and then that means we can then move on to concrete and asphalt. Anyway, so we've kind of done that bit there. To see what the game has done here. Stop production. Yeah, what's stop production? That was the heating plant because we're on the 8th of July. So things are going good here. Losing happiness, no electricity, 3,800 people. So where it's probably because of the power shortage. If it's 3,000 people, it's got to be over here in Warstock, or I think it's power fluctuations. In fact, it could be over here. Anyway, we'll just go in here very quickly and see if we've actually got the water supply running now. Yes, we have. What you see now is the fact that because we've provided water here, we've now got 81% production. And you can see now we're making very, very short shift of the waste here, because in fact, it's kind of stabilizing around. No, it's slowly going down. We're gaining against it. This is why it's very important, if you want maximum production out of your industrial areas, is to put water in. Right, so we've now got that area there. This is going good. We've got our, let's come down here and check our roads here. Right, just want to put these guys. You doing anything? Nope. Good. I really need to break through with these bridges here, because the highway is going to become quite important in the future. We can break through here. This is now finished, so we started laying this road out, and we got an asphalt layout here. So it means that we're going to need to think about doing this area, but then that's a good segue into what I was saying. So what we need to do now is find a nice flat area, because what I want to do here is create a template. I'll put you there, and what we're going to do is build a diamond junction here, and I've got to remember how to do it. We should be able to press F4 to get rid of the... Okay, cancel. Oops, didn't mean to do that. First you don't succeed, give up. Okay, cross like that. Down. Okay, let me just, oops, bridge is not square. Try again. I need the bridge as square as possible. Okay, we've finished the research. We just... Let's just do this, and then we'll go and do the research. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it will do. So we've now let's see, we can get rid of that now. Where have we got here? Oh, it's not this research, it's the... We were researching vaccination. Okay, where did that... So what we've got now is a... gonna run road out here like that, and what we're going to do now, I think we can get a one-way road in. If not, we'll have to upgrade everything to... And what I'm going to do is we're going to come up here. Actually, no, cancel. I think we can get in a lot closer. Come up here. A little bit further. Put you in there. What that means is that the road traffic coming up this side of the road here can curve and come down into this side of the road here. And then what we've got is the traffic coming off here. Can turn around there, come down here. Why won't that hook to that? That because it's too steep. Now I've got the distance. We can come down here and go into there. Okay. It's horrible. Can I tighten that up even more? Okay, we've now finished television. So if we go down to here now, residential. So you got radio station here. So you can see we haven't really unlocked anything at the moment. We're still stuck with television setup. So if we go over to here and we'll set up the research for the where is it? For that metallic scrap separation. Go back over to here. I think what I will do is make everything asphalt. That might help a little bit. So we're back to here again. Apologies that everything is, whoops. Get you there. You're in there now. A little bit wonky, but so we've now got, this is the right hand side, and what we're going to do now, we've got the traffic that's going to come off of here. So what we need here is the road coming up here. And again, you're going to connect into there. What this means is that traffic coming up here this way can go round and go back over the bridge, and then traffic that wants to come this way can come off this way. Actually, no, that's the wrong. Then traffic that's coming up this side can come off here. Oops, a little bit an over curve there. You can come down here. And you can join on there. That means traffic that wants to go that way can come up here, go this way. So we've now done the inner circles. Now what we need to do now is pick up from here. Actually, can we get that in a little bit closer? So you can actually, let me just cancel that again. But try again. We're going to come off there. That's snapped to there. I think this will work. It's, and then you will go that way, because it means that traffic coming up here can go up that way, and then traffic that wants to go this way can go that way. Traffic coming up here who wants to go this way can go that way, and then traffic that wants to go this, oops, can go that way. So what we've got now is a full-blown clover leaf here. So what I want to do now is we're going to start up here. Now this can always get a little bit iffy. So what we're going to do is, top tip here, guys, if you're going to do this, try and find a relatively flat area to do it. So we've got local traffic there, so I think if we delete this section here, what I want to do is to be able to drop this into here so that we can put traffic down into here. So what we're going to do now is come here, and then we're going to go up close to Southampton, where that gap is. Where is it? Where did I make that gap? Okay, I think we can afford to readjust the road. So if I put you in there, and then that means I can remove these roads out this way. Remove you. This obviously this is going to be asphalt, and this will make this run like that. Make that. Remove that node there, that node there. Put you into there. And you into there. Remove. Oh, we've got that there. Right, we might as well extend this all the way to there. Because we only really need the one major junction here to feed this area. We'll put one on the other side for Swanwick, because I think there's a major junction at Swanwick. And then I think we'll put another one in here. I mean, we don't need to put too many in, because otherwise it's just going to be overkill. It's just more allowing the traffic to come off here. Plus, if necessary, what we can do is put in kind of single access junctions, which I can build by hand. Where's the... There it is. So we're just going to pick up the clone here again. Go over to... I think this is where we are, isn't it? Where's Swanwick? There it is. And I made this. I still didn't make enough space, but that's okay. And we'll put another junction there. Again, we'll just trim these roads back. Yeah. Actually, trim it back a bit further. Put you here. And we will just extend this out this way, because this is going to be our mega highway. And you're going to extend. So we've got a potential location here for a single spur road if should we need it. It's also worth remembering that most of the transport is going to be by rail. So we're not so this is more a little bit of fun for local traffic rather than a serious highway. But I want to put it in because it's quite significant in relation to the part of the country where this is actually all placed. So we'll put that here. This is what I'm actually building here. It's called the M27, and in fact I'm building it slightly straighter than the M27 actually looks like in reality, and the M27 can be a little bit squiggly. So put that there. So just take you out to there, and that now takes it to there. We've got Fareham here. Where can we put a... My instinct is to put a... so if I do that, can I just remove you completely? Hampstead, eh? You're a long way from home. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have two relatively close together, unless I put one over here, but we don't exactly have a flat area here. And we're very close to Woolstock, so I think if we put one here as well, if I can get it in. Let me just remove this road back here. See if we can shoehorn another one into here. Okay. I think this time what we'll do is we'll clone it the opposite way round. Where's Fareham? Fareham is there. I think what we'll do is we'll put it in. The road bridge is there. That's coming there. I think what we will do is we'll put this in this way round this time, so that the highway is this way, and then we'll go that way. I don't know why I've got the game on pause, but I actually do it that way. I don't know why I've been faffing around the way I have been, but I think it's because I'm a little bit nervous about cloning, because the game can crash sometimes when you clone. The game can be a little bit sensitive. In fact, once I've done this, actually were drop a save or a save as, so that we can back out a little bit. So we'll go to Hampstead, which is definitely a bit odd. And then I think, right, I haven't actually upgraded this, so I think maybe it's time to actually do this officially. That's done, and that's done. So that brings the road into here. If I get rid of that now, it's going to drop us a quick save as. So what we got here now is our main highway. It's going to take a very long time to build, but it's going to make sense, because what we can do, and what that means is that we've got a free flow traffic run here, and it means that this local road, which we'll probably still keep, because this is the old main road. I think it's called the A27, where this is called the M27. But this road will obviously wander a bit closer according to whatever we're going to put into here, which is going to be predominantly farms. What we'll probably do now is we've got this road here actually. Where does this road go? goes to Bishop's Waltham. Well, in some ways that makes sense, actually. What I will do is, seeing we're on a road engineering kick, we will do the usual thing with UK motorways, is you often have roundabouts and go away. Yeah, British motorways often end in roundabouts, for anyone who's not familiar with them. You come off a motorway, a lot of people say, oh, why do they use roundabouts? They're actually not just there to control the traffic, they're also there to break the speed of the traffic. And a lot of people don't actually realize that what actually happens is, it's the same if you drive on the Autobahn in Germany. When you come off the Autobahn in Germany, quite often what you will hit, a really sharp turn, which you can only get round about kind of 30 kilometers an hour. And a lot of people say, oh, why do they put a really tight curve there? And it's actually deliberate, because the idea is that it makes drivers, it actually makes drivers break their road speed. What's up with these guys? Unable to get meat. 2 citizens unable to get food. Do we have a meat shortage here? We've got a little bit of a meat shortage here. That is a potential problem. We got food, we just got meat. Do I have okay, let me just look here. It could be a supply problem, because I've had a real nightmare with this. Where's the... Okay, we've got a meat supply problem here. Right, we're gonna need a... Yeah, okay. I need another... Well, let's slip another hunting hut into here. This is what happens when you let your town grow really big. I say we can fix it temporarily with things max high priority. Actually, we can get you working on that. I've got a... Okay, right. I just buy some refrigeration trucks. Total capacity. Refrigeration, please. 2, 3 of those. And we'll set you to... Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll just very temporarily import the meat here until we've got this running. These guys just can't hack it. It's probably a workforce problem as well. Yeah, is it actually spread to here as well? See, this guy's got meat, so it could be down partly also to a... Yeah, who's delivering? I think what we will do is put you to the border for the moment, and we'll just remove the cold storage. We'll let you run to the border for the moment and import that, and then I can sort it out. It's not like we're short of money. So yeah, back to talking about highways. Yep, that's the reason why, as I say, in the UK, you come off a motorway, you're often hit a roundabout. The roundabout is there to make you slow down and break your traffic, your actual road speed. Another common thing you will find in the UK is that when you get to the bottom of the slip road, you will get to you will actually encounter a pair of traffic lights. Okay, let me just get rid of that. We'll do it with mud roads to begin with. You come there, right? So, and then we're just upgrade this to there. And what that means is that we got a roundabout here off this side, and what we could do is put a roundabout on this side, but I'm not sure where this is going to go. This is obviously going to go out across that in a direction. Okay, we got a new vehicle. We got a Matador Arc. So I've now built my lovely big highway. All we got to do is build it. So we got, right, you can see here it runs right between the two towns. And of course, eventually, got a traffic jam. Great. Oh yeah, yeah. I've also done a little bit of a fix here. I've put this road in because what was happening is that these trucks here that were coming in here were getting stuck because and blocking the traffic. Really got to do something about the waste here. Again, I'm just going to do a quick check of the, where is it? That's Chatham. Let me just come here. Where is it? We actually finished this. This one is, I think what I will do is we're going to flip the demolition crews. Oh, we've got a truck broken down here. Oh no, he's probably just thing. Let me just find the demolition crew. What we'll do is we'll put you on this one for a while, because I think, okay, mixed waste, you need to be on the there. So what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of a period of time where we can just bring in the mixed waste from here, and then that would give the guys with the hazardous waste a little bit of a chance to get ahead a bit. Actually on that, we'll just go back up to here to finish off what I was going to say, is that we need to connect that and that, and I think what we'll do is we'll put that and that in there, and then eventually we will make this into a connection here. The motorway here doesn't go anywhere, but eventually this will run a road connection, or we'll upgrade this road connection down across the map. Anyway, I want to go to Milford-on-Sea just to see what's going on. We're on the 5th of September. Okay, we're getting very, very close now to the road connections. I want this all, oops, I think I've just messed this guy up. Do that for him. One thing we are, so we've now finished the what we call it, the metallic waste separation. Again, what this does is it unlocks this here, scrap separation. We've got a junkyard here, which we could use. The junkyard as you can see here, what this does is it separates out construction waste, metallic scrap, aluminium and plastic waste. A very slow spray. It does 25 tons, and then and what actually happens is with this is that all the kind of kind of recyclable elements just disappear slowly over time. And so if you've got 25 workers in here, you can actually decompose the area out quite quickly. So that's something you can do. We'll set you to mix waste. We are going to need to put power out here. We do have a substation here, but I think what I'd like to do is also put a fire station out here. We're in this quite big area here. So I think what we will do is we will go for that's only got 2. It's got 5. We'll put the fire station there. And of course what we're going to need here is a workforce. We'll let this guy get out of the way first. Because we'll need a workforce for the fire station. We'll also need to work for the separation plant and such. So what we will do is like to put a bus stop in there, but we're going to have to remove that bit of road. Oops. Okay, I can play that game. Yeah, if you get that message, all you got to do is break the road to convince the game that put a bus stop there, and then put that back in so the guy running round and he can get up here and we can finish the incinerator. Of course this will be mixed waste as well. So all we got to do now is put in or plan a power substation. We need to make sure that we cover the actual rail distribution office as well. Put you there. I don't think this is going to need that much power, so what we could do is just run an overground cable from here, or do the usual thing that they used to do, is run along the railway, and then we can kind of run through there. What I will do is put the road comes out that way. Okay, that's good. You can come to there, and then we're run you into there. Actually, that might be a problem. Okay, let me just try something. Actually, we can come out that way. Yeah, that will work because all our gravel recycling and everything that is going to be down in this area. So what we can do is come this way. What we'll probably do is bring a road out here, because eventually this is where our workers are going to be. There's no point sending them all round that way. In fact, now we'll come back to that. We've still got this traffic jam here. It's slowly reducing because we're not going to stop sending the demolition office guys up here. Let me just come here. Anyway, guys, I've gone way over time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. what I will do is play on until 1939, which of course coincides with the start of the Second World War. But so until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.